It is good to be here today at the Chamber of Commerce. I'm here in the interest of being more neighborly. I strolled over from across the street, and look, maybe if we had brought over a fruitcake when I first moved in, we would have gotten off to a better start. But I'm going to make up for it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. We just got to say, Mika, all the things we said for 2 years. For 2 years.
Yes.
About growing jobs and how you do that. I've got vertigo here. The president agrees. He agrees with the chamber. He agrees with us.
Joining us now, Republican Congressman from Florida, a member of the Ways and Means Committee, Representative Vern Buchanan. Of course, there was a little bit, I'd say, friction with the chamber in the past 6 months or so.
Vern,
just a tad bit.
It's stunning, Vern. I mean, you and Steny Hoyer and some other people have gotten together in the past and talked about a bipartisan pro-business agenda. And now I think the president's getting there. What's going on?
Well, obviously, for the last couple of years, it's been a very, very chilly relationship, and most people in the business community in the country have viewed this administration, the Congress, as very anti-business. So I'm glad he's talking about bringing over the fruitcake. I think it's important. It's moving in the right direction.
We don't need a fruitcake. Just don't give us trillion-dollar stimulus projects every couple of years, you know?
But I think the bottom line with the chamber is, they say the American business is business, and we've got to get back focused on that. You can't talk about jobs without talking about small business and business in general. And I think that I'm glad to see him do that, but the proof's also in the pudding.
Yeah, Bill Kristol, it's a stunning turnabout by this president who always seems so disconnected from the needs of business.
Well, did he really, though? I mean, hasn't it been a crony capitalist administration from the beginning? I mean, are we pretending that Tim Geithner and these guys are anti-business? I think the big businesses always had a warm welcome at the Obama White House. Certainly Wall Street did. Wall Street populated the highest ranks of the Obama administration. I want him to be pro-market.
They say that Obama's people did not understand
I think that's true.
What creates jobs in America.
I think they don't understand small business and entrepreneurship. Right. And I just hope that these policies are pro-market and pro-entrepreneurship and not just cozying up to a few big businesses. And so, big government and big business and big labor all scratch each other's back, and we don't actually
Tell me how that's not going to happen. I mean, it just looks like the stage is set.
That's what Vern's going to do. That's what the Republican House is going to do, to cut all these programs, all these subsidies that help big business, and really create an environment for individuals and families to do well.
By the way, Vern, I don't want you to have vertigo yourself. I know he's sounding a lot like Katrina Vanden, who will be here next hour. But you know what, though? Republicans and Democrats alike, and when I saw it when I was up there, it just seems that in the past they've taken care of huge corporations, and a lot of times it's been the small business owners that have carried it on their backs.
Yeah, basically small businesses, big corporations have access to capital. Small, medium-sized businesses don't. But I'm very enthused about the idea of the direction he's moving in. But at the end of the day, when you look back over the last couple of years, you can say one thing, and then you're out there promoting card check. You're out there promoting things for the trial lawyers. That's what business people see and they don't like.
Well, yeah, let's talk about access to capital, though. Has it changed for a small bit? Let's say a small business owner has a great idea, has a great startup, has great credit. Can he get credit from banks today in 2011? Because that's what it's going to take to grow this economy, not government jobs.
I went to I put on a seminar. We're talking about access to credit, SBA and banks. Had 150 business people in the room, and I was asking them how many in that room are having a tough time getting credit or challenged with their banks or can't get their line of credit renewed. I thought it maybe be 30 in the room. Everybody in the room raised their hand. It's a big issue. It's 4 years ago. You could get just that scenario. You get access to credit. Today, there's very little or nothing. If you want to borrow $500, put up a $500,000 CD. That's the environment that small businesses are in, yet they create 70% of the jobs. And in Tallahassee, 99% of all the companies registered there, state capital of Florida, are small, medium-sized businesses.
So Bill, let me ask you, how do people like Vern, how do conservatives get small business owners in a position where they have access to capital without the federal government telling banks how to do their business?
And the small business owners I've spoken to and the potential small business owners are most spooked by the regulatory burdens that are being put on them. Healthcare, EPA, a lot of that stuff is something that Congress has to take a real close look at, stop or roll back, I think.
Yeah, let me just add on the healthcare thing. That's one of the biggest issues for small businesses. They can't get it, or it's not affordable. It's $10,000 for a family of 4, and it's going to go to $30,000, and they claim the next 10 years.
And Mika, we sit here on a set in Manhattan talking about this in the abstract. I can tell you, all of my friends who are small business owners in Pensacola and across America, they say the same thing. It's the regulations, as Bill said, the health care bill. It's not that they know specifically what's wrong with it. It's what they don't know that scares them, that stops them from hiring 3, 4 more new workers.
We're going to bring someone else into this conversation coming up. Representative Vern Buchanan, thank you.